wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. Do you have a last question, Rebecca? Last question.
No, go ahead, Cyprian.
Yeah. Just one question again will be the distribution of your movie. Which market did you write for? I mean, when you were writing the script, was it for the market in the United States of America, or a world audience, or for Africa? Which market were you
Okay.
targeting when you started writing?
Yeah, I've had this question asked a bunch of times, and I've always felt like there's a balance that could be struck within your writing patterns, especially when we're doing films over here, because so many times I've heard about the rejections of films that are done here because maybe they're too Americanized, or our people back in Africa don't connect with it as much.
Mm.
My whole thing is my writing approach to this movie was to make it an open approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a story true at its core, but it also has to do with big themes like desperation, family, love, that are universal things that I think anybody can relate to. And I've always felt like if you strike that balance between, say, a cultural movie, but also giving it a perspective that foreigners or people who are not used to that culture can come in and understand, you always have a movie that will be open to everybody, but doesn't feel like it's catering to everybody. It is at its core a Nigerian story about a Nigerian family and what they go through. I felt like if we did it and wrote it the right way, which we did, and like I was saying before, we researched most of what we have in the material. Obviously, it's a movie, we have to flare it up a little bit. But if we did that and struck those right chords, I felt like it could be a movie that anybody can watch.
Yeah.
But as far as who I want to appreciate it more, I won't deny and say it's going to be, I want the Nigerian culture and Africans to really enjoy that film and have a different view, I guess, than what they're going to get.
Okay, and now distribution of the movie. I know you must have anticipated on how to distribute it. Is it going to come out on DVDs first, or on yeah?
We're actually hoping for a theater run, both here and in places, in strategic places in Africa. These are, I guess, negotiations that are still ongoing, so I don't have too much information. But
Okay.
I just know that that's what the producers are aiming for, and there's negotiations already in place.
Okay.
Try to either get online or DVD or a theater run. But I know for sure in the States there'll be a theater premiere run in a few key states. But those are not solidified yet. That's what we're working on now.
So my last question will be on African cinema. What's your perspective on African cinema? How do you see African cinema in the next 20 years with the growth of Nollywood?
Oh, I see it really, really, really improving. I mean, the biggest thing I think we had to deal with was the quality of our project, right? I think with that kind of quality, I feel like we have, because there's so many unique stories that the African people or Africans in diaspora have to tell, that well hasn't even been tapped yet. So really, I think with the merging of better quality films, and hopefully we have producers who are willing to not spend a lot of money, but spend smart and not halfway in, halfway out, but just be able to say, okay, this is what we want to do, and tell these unique stories. I feel like if these things start to take place, which they already are, because there's some difference in seeing out there, both from what we're doing here and back in Africa, I feel like in the 20 years, we'll probably be just as big as potentially Bollywood and Nollywood.
Thank you very much, Abi Sallu, for this interview. You're listening to Nollywood Radio France, and our guest today is Abi Sallu. Rebecca?
Yes.
So, how do you finish up?
Yes, absolutely. Avery, I want to thank you again for coming. And listeners, I do want you... Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I just really wanted to say a quick shout-out or thank you to the producers, Papa G and General Alpha. And another producer that was instrumental in the project was Dami. Her name is Dami Oyesenya. Very, very strong character lady. And pretty much everybody who was involved in that film, I wanted to say thank you. To everybody who listens to the show, I want to say thank you to you guys and your audience.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
No problem.
Bye.
All right, bye.
You've been listening to Nollywood Radio France. Keep on checking on our website www.nollywoodradiofrance.com. Thanks for listening.